Hi, this is Gigmaster again. I'm going to do another tobacco review. This time it's going to be on Country Squire Cowboy Coffee pipe tobacco. It's one of the newer blends. Mainly because I couldn't find a good review on YouTube on it anywhere. And before y'all pull out the spurs, I'm saying I couldn't find one. I'm not saying there isn't one on there. I just couldn't find one. Kind of brings me to one of my pet peeves on tobacco reviews on YouTube. A lot of times you pull up one based on the title of it on a particular type of tobacco, and what you get is eight to 10 minutes of a lot of dribble and stuff that's unrelated to the tobacco. When I'm pulling these up, I want to know about the tobacco. I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know how it smokes. Just various aspects of the tobacco. I don't care about your neighbor mowing their lawn or how they fell out of the tree raking leaves or any of that stuff. Stick to the subject. If you're going to do a tobacco review, do a tobacco review. Just my opinion, okay? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to do a review. Another reason I'm doing this is because I just had surgery on my hands, both hands. So I'm out of action on pretty much everything right now, and that just seemed like a good time because about all I can do is sit around and smoke anyway. So here we go. This is Country Squire Cowboy Coffee. Looks just like this. Now, it's one of the newer blends. It is a blend of Virginia, Kentucky Darkfire, and a little Cavendish in there. I'm not real crazy about blends with Darkfire, because to me, especially when they put a lot in there, it just makes it taste like a really strong, cheap cigar. However, when they put it in there in condamental amounts, small amounts, it takes on a whole different character. It's like Latakia. I don't like really heavy Latakia blends like Balkans and stuff. To me, it tastes like stuff they scraped out of the bottom of my barbecue pit. But when they add them in small amounts, it just adds a nice smoky flavor to the other stuff that's in there. And that's what the Kentucky Darkfire in Cowboy Coffee does. And it's a different smoky flavor than Latakia. Like I say, Latakia is more like scrapings out of the bottom of a barbecue pit. The Darkfire smokiness is more like what you get off of bacon or maybe ham. It's more of a culinary type smoky flavor in small amounts. And in this blend, I think it works really good. So the on the first impressions on this, when I open it up and when I take a whiff, first thing I get is you get a little bit of sweet there and get some great Virginia aroma. It actually tastes like it's a blend of a couple of Virginias, with red Virginia being in the forefront. It's got that kind of a doughy pastry, like fresh baked pastry overtones to it. Yeah, definitely the Virginia is the star of this, and it's really good. And I'm not I'm not picking up any of that ketchupy uh, aroma that you get from some Virginias. That's not in here at all. There's definitely a little bit of yellow Virginia in here too. I can catch that little bit of the hay-like overtones. It's really got a nice smell. The Darkfire's there, but it's in the background. It's not overpowering. It's more like a promise. So, and the cut, I don't know if you can see the cut or anything in there. I would call that, I'm not real up on the cuts or anything. I'm saying that's going to be like I don't know, a shag cut maybe. It's got some stems in there you might want to pick out and go in there and crumble them up. But there's not a whole lot. Most of this is it's been pretty well cleaned good. So I guess we get down to the nitty gritty now. I'm smoking this in my little Missouri Meerschaum, my small one. Actually, it was a legend, and I left it out in the rain. And no, it's a mini cob. These are great for testing out tobaccos. I've already smoked several times today, so I don't want to overdo it. So I'm just going to do it in this little one. This is plenty big enough for testing out tobaccos. It's really great when you want to try a bunch of different kinds without, making yourself loopy or anything. So here we go. Okay, we're going to start off. There we go. Love my Zippo. Okay, there's the charring light. Punch it down a little bit. Yeah, that actually lit very well and very easy. The moisture content on this, every one I've ever got from Country Squire, the moisture's to me has always been about right. Not dry, not wet, just right there. And it always lights good. I've never had to dry it out or anything. I haven't smoked everything they have yet. I'm working on it. But anyway, we're going here. I need to settle down just a little bit here. That's the char light. Let's go ahead and give it the real deal here. That didn't even really need the secondary light. By the way, these little pipes smoke absolutely wonderful. You can throw them in your pocket, put them in your car, keep them in your tackle box. I've got probably 8 or 9 of these, and I keep them everywhere. They're great when you need a quick pick-me-up, and they're just right for a break. They just smoke about 10 minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, enough for a quick break. Sometimes they're just right, just what you need. Okay, I was running my mouth and let it go out. That's okay. Famous last words. There we go. Okay, now. Okay, I can taste the dark fire, but it's not really strong, and it doesn't taste, it's not unpleasant. It's a little bit of a cigar flavor, but not too much. It's just mostly kind of just a mild smoky flavor. Definitely picking up. The Virginias are coming through wonderful. It's excellent Virginia. I'm getting that nice kind of a sweetness, natural sweetness from the Virginias, and the red and the yellow are playing off of each other really nice. You get a little bit of the hay flavor and a little bit of the doughiness. Okay, the Cavendish is in there, and I can taste it. It's an unflavored Cavendish, obviously. What it seems to be doing is just blending everything together and smoothing it out. And now the dark fire is supplying just a little bit of a kind of a earthy overtone to it, which is nice. I would say this is a medium, not mild, but it's not strong either. Very, very nice. Yeah. So this is, I would consider this a just kind of sweet and smoky, a little bit earthy. It's unlike anything I've ever smoked before. It's really, really nice. I don't know if I'd call this an all-day blend or not. Of course, that's a matter of opinion too. Some people regard Balkans as an all-day blend. You know, I don't know. I mean, I've certainly smoked my share of 965, Dunhill 965, and smoked a ton of Frog Morton. This is a really nice tobacco if you're looking for something a little bit smoky. Oh, it's not an English. It's not going to taste like an English blend. It tastes nothing like an English blend. Nothing at all. It's a little bit smoky, a little bit sweet, a little bit earthy, and the Cavendish makes it a really smooth smoke. It's not harsh. It's smoking good. It's not smoking hot even out of this little guy right here. So that's about all I can say about it. There's no gurgle or anything. I never get gurgles out of my pipes. That almost never happens. Well, that's not true. I've had a pipe gurgle before. Usually when I smoke Captain Black, the flavored Captain Blacks, like the cherry. It tastes really good, but it's definitely confectionery type. They got a new one out, grape. I'm not sure I've got the guts to try that one out. Someday I might. Anyway, I let it go out, didn't I? I will say these little pipes are a little harder to keep lit when you're talking and stuff. They won't burn for long once you quit puffing on them. These are better for sticking in your mouth while you're doing stuff. Anyway, that's about all I can say about it. It's a wonderful smooth smoke. I would definitely recommend this. I don't think you'd be unhappy with it. So, Country Squire Cowboy Coffee Tobacco. I'm Gigmaster. Thanks for watching this review. I'll have more coming up soon. Have a great day.